Nothing more but a relaxing drink after taking a train. Hello, James. What? Dixon? What are you doing here? I'm only here just to get myself a drink of water. And a rest. Driver says letting it in an overhaul soon. An overhaul? Why can't I get an overhaul? Dunno. Maybe because you're Just more of a red engine? Besides, you already get a boiler fitting. 10 days, I guess. True that I have a boiler fitting every day, but that doesn't mean I have to get an overhaul. I once got one after getting an accident. Probably in the last episode of Sodor Shorts. Sure, James. Sure. You know I was upgraded too. Driver, is it time for me to head off on my passenger train already? Not yet, James. Not yet. Ay, ay, ay. Right, driver. Let's get moving. Right on the mark, bucko. Alright then, Bob. We're going to go. Blowing the whistle right now. Alright. Job's all done. I can finally get some rest. Hello, Edward. Ah, Dixon. Good to see you again. You too, Edward. Hey, has James ever heard of some other trains before? Not all the time. He always groans about his trains. From one day to the other. I've heard that a bunch of times, and that's just mean. Not just a little mean, a lot mean. Oh, but it's true, James. Haven't you always wanted to take passengers before? Yeah, like that time you took the Wild Northwester when Gordon lost his way? That was before. Now I'm into passenger trains, like the locals and the express. Oh, I think I know what got him into taking passengers. You see, a long time ago, James was not always this way. You see, long ago, he used to like taking passengers. He used to always like taking trains until his day came when he finally came off the tracks at a sharp bend near a cow field. A cow field? How obvious is that? Alright, I give. I ran in the hill, my brakes were on fire, I ran into the hill, then I ran into the field, got some cows nibbling on my buffers, almost crashing into my buffers, I almost murdered a cow, I almost got down for it, and then I was almost done for. The end. Come now, James, it wasn't always like that. You see, when James collapsed into the hill and then came off the tracks, Thomas came to help him. His driver and fireman then knew that he had wooden brakes after that accident. And they said, "Never mind, James. It wasn't your fault. It was those wooden brakes they gave you. We always say they were no good." And they were right. They once burned to a crisp after, and James got some pure metal brakes after. Oh, just like us mixed traffic engines. Indeed. When I was designed, I never had wooden brakes. Although I did see another engine get wooden brakes. He almost looked like James, didn't he? Will you please stop talking about that? That was a long time ago, and I got over it. Now I'm not used to pulling freight trains anymore because they might make me cause another accident. Is that why you said that trains are no good, especially freight trains? You said that they were always a disgrace, and that they're disgusting. Dirty cars and dirty sidings, that's what you used to say. Really? I thought it was more like dirty cars, dirty sidings. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Not to mention the time that James almost got derailed when I came in. He was jealous of me, even when I got my overhaul. It was much better for me to get an overhaul, especially when I was getting another overhaul today. Driver says that I'm getting a rebuild today, and I can't wait for my rebuild. Can I, Edward? Oh, you can. After all, the Northwestern Railway gives us a good overhaul. Once Henry was sent to crew after he was destroyed. Well, nearly destroyed, after an accident he had with the flying kipper. You see, Henry wasn't always the Black Five that you think he is now. You see, a very, very long time ago, Henry used to be the combination of an Atlantic C1 and an A1 Pacific. I think even an A3 Pacific. But we were once also visited by a man named the Reverend Audrey. He designed Henry to the form of a C1. Really? I never mentioned that before. That must be crazy. Yes, it's crazy, alright. But can we please stop talking about it? What else happened next? Then Henry just, well, he hadn't had a good year since he had a small firebox back then. And now, instead of just taking regular trains, he's now used to small trains. Like James. Ugh. Driver, when's my next train? In 5 minutes, James. Ugh. Then what happened? Oh, it's a long story before. When he finally had his accident, the driver said that they had to be taken out of service, but the Fat Controller said otherwise, and sent them to Crew. You see, Crew is a fine place for sick engines. Much better than Yardley? Much better than Ardsley. Oh, really? Because I went to Ardsley before when I was in my old railway. Ugh. When does this talk about railways gonna end? Alright, whose turn is it to collect my coaches now? I'm waiting for my next vintage train. Well, that must be my calling. Sorry I can't talk anymore, Winston. I gotta get going. Thanks, Edward. No problem, Dixon. And if you do recall anything happening to James while I'm at it, tell him he's more appropriate for goods travel. I will, Edward. Oh. Alright. Now, you two young engines better give me some rest, while everything else has a little more work for it. I'm getting myself a new coat of paint later today, so I expect you to be very careful with what you are doing. Gordon, please! We haven't done anything that wrong. You're just saying. I beg your pardon. What did you say, James? I said this wasn't supposed to be this way. After all, I'm supposed to be taking a train soon, and if I'm not, then I guess I should take yours. Really? A tender engine like you, in red, take the express? You're just despicable. Yeah, James. What kind of engine would you do? Oh, be quiet, Dixon. Nobody has it all ready for you. After all, you're just a new one. Well, James, I'll have you know that express engines have... Oh my goodness! I have had it! If we're not taking that train, then I guess I'll be taking yours. Driver, pull the lever. We're almost done with water, James. All we have to do is just get 2 more drinks, and I don't care. Let's get moving right now. James, what are you doing? No, no!